Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is July 17, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and you come back for more. Today's topic is best offers and buy it now, not good for business. You're probably wondering, why is it not good for business? Well, I'll tell you why. I had a couple experiences a while back, and this is the reason why I'm making this video out to share this information with you, is that whenever you have best offers on the items you're selling and you accept those best offers, the buyers are not very responsive, even with the buy it now feature. What I was hoping, in some cases, not all, and it doesn't pertain, I'm not saying this in a derogatory way to all eBay buyers out there. A lot of them are good. Matter of fact, I have a couple of return buyers that, repeat buyers that buy from me, which is greatly appreciated. And if you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you patronizing my business and being a repeat buyer. The only thing I will say is, in some cases, you're going to get a buyer that will make a purchase, and for some reason or another, they forget about it. And it goes on and on for a couple of days until you have to open up an unpaid item case, right? And I had this happen to me at least 3 times, and this is probably the 4th time that happened to me in the past, but I never did a video about it. And the reason why I'm sharing this information with you guys is because I'm hoping that maybe even eBay will pick up on this here, and maybe they could do something about it. It really is a nuisance, folks, and I'll tell you why. Because for the simple reason is, I sold a couple items last week, probably a week before that, and when I accept the offer, I send the invoice right away. I send it right there and then. As soon as they offer, I accept the offer, and so you get that cha-ching, your item sold, whatever. I send them that invoice. I put in there in the little memo there, thank you for your purchase and thank you for shopping with RJ Pasini. You think, and you'll get a notification from eBay saying, okay, email sent successfully to the buyer, which is good. That's great. They did their due diligence. They sent it off to them. But there's been cases where I've gone through this here, like I said, on a couple of occasions. This is probably the 4th time, where the buyer does not respond. It's a non-responsive buyer. And that's why I think eBay, if you ever look in the drop-down menu, when you look for the items that are sold or awaited payment, you'll see what says resend the invoice, because I think they know themselves that this is an ongoing problem, or else if it wasn't, they wouldn't put it in there. Now eBay should have it somewhere built into their algorithm or their system, whatever, that when a buyer makes a purchase, it gets purchased right there and then. We use the buy it now feature. For the most part, there's been a case now where I used Apache software to do it. They have a presentation as a free download, and I did a screen presentation there, slide screen, whatever they call it there, slide presentation. I'm sorry, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. I also have a return. I had to open up an unpaid item case on that one, and the other one on the return, not on that one there. The buyer had made a purchase of one of those Rock Band guitars, and I'm going to show you the information how he responded. He opened up a return case and how I responded to it, and how I'm still waiting for it. But on the return, on the unpaid one, I had that there. That I got screenshots of that there to show you. Okay, the first slide I want to show you is, I just want to get into this a little bit. I received this from the buyer, a little notation here, and the buyer had written to me. Now, this item, mind you, is in perfect condition when I sent it out. As you can see, it's a Coleman lantern, and you see the glass around here. I know it's a small picture, I'm sorry folks, but this was all wrapped with bubble wrap. The whole unit was wrapped in a box with all packing all the way around, but the glass was all wrapped up in bubble wrap. I mean the big bubble things, they're like elongated. I don't know, they're big. They're not the large bubbles I'm talking about. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. They're big bubble wraps. Anyway, this was well protected and stuff like that. The buyer writes to me, this was on June 27th, right? Came in. Richard, I received the lantern I bought from you. I really like it, exactly as you described. The only problem is the glass lens got broken in shipping. Okay, well this is what, all right, this is when I guess I opened it, but this is when it was sent on June, well this is when they messaged me, I believe, on June 23rd. No, I think that's when I received it, and this is when they messaged me back. I guess that's what it is. Anyway, so in response to that, okay, being a fair guy like I am, and I do work with my buyers, and I want you guys to have a good experience with me, I sent the buyer a note in regards to the Coleman Lantern. And here's what I wrote. Hi, received your message, and I want you to know I'm very upset with the U.S. Postal Service. Now, I love the Postal Service. I really do. They're the only one I use. I do not use FedEx and UPS. I don't. So it goes on to say here, I'll just recap it again. Hi, received your message, and I want you to know I'm very upset with the U.S. Postal Service. I go out of my way to pack everything and put, I want to say, well, put stickers, I put pull. Put stickers, and that's an error on my part. All over the package, warning that the item is fragile and it still arrives damaged. At this time, you can do two things. If you like, you can send it back, and I will open a claim with the Postal Service. Or you can, if you like, you could purchase the glass part off eBay. I've seen them there. I've seen them going for around $6.99. Please let me know what you like to do. As you can see in the photos, the glass was perfect. There was nothing wrong with it. The USPS personnel apparently don't care about the service. The people who are working there, people working should be more cautious when it comes to handling fragile items. Their service is getting bad in my own opinion. I do apologize for the poor service of the United States Postal Service. Now, I'm going to still deal with them. I have not, for the most part, they've been very good in all the handling of the items I sent out. I can't complain with them. Let me just get a drink of water here. So, yeah, that's the message I sent back to the buyer. Now, as you could see, I asked them they could do two things. They could send it back, and I'll refund them. Okay, of course, you know, all right, I didn't put it there, but they're going to get a full refund. And I'm going to put a claim into the U.S. Postal Service. Say, hey, you know, I sent this out, had sent with USPS Priority Mail. Now, when you send an item out with USPS Priority Mail, it's automatically insured for $50. Okay, so and here, just keep this in mind though. When you use that service and you put a claim in, first, they want you to do it online. So keep that in mind. The only thing they pay you is for the cost of the item. So if this item was $53, that's what the shipping included with that. I think I set the 30, whatever, I forget offhand. They're going to pay you not the whole amount. So don't now if you do get it, at least this is what I was told by the clerk. I said, what about my shipping costs? Oh, we don't pay you for the shipping costs. She goes, we only pay you for the cost of the item, that you know, what the buyer paid for it. So that's it. It's still, something's better than nothing. So you're going to eat the postage, right? They're not going to pay you for the post, but at least you're getting a good chunk of the money back. So keep that in mind when it comes to putting in a claim. Let's go to the next screen here. This one here is for Harmonix PlayStation PS3 Fender Stratocaster guitar. It was purchased on July 7th. Okay, and as you can see there, that's the purchase date of it. The buyer wants to return it on July 10th. I got a message from eBay saying that the buyer says he wants to return it. Missing parts or pieces. Seller included. This is what the buyer said. The seller included a dongle for a drum set, not a guitar, and therefore the guitar is completely useless and doesn't actually work. Well, first off, you can't make a statement like that. It doesn't actually work. You don't know that. The guitar does work. I sold many of these guitars with and without dongles. I wasn't aware that it had a drum dongle. So my next message, I sent the buyer. Well, this is one here. I returned it. I'm trying to get to the one that my slides might be a little out of whack here. Let me go over here for a second, folks. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Oh yeah, I'm going back and forth. So I'm gonna have to. I thought I had them all in order. I guess they all came out. This is the message I sent to the buyer. Dear buyer, I just want to apologize in regards to your recent purchase of the Harmonix PS3 Fender guitar. I was not aware that there were two different dongles, one for the guitar and one for the drum set. If I was aware, I would have noted that in my description. in closing, please make sure all items are returned, and the strap and the microphone and the dongle, and that the guitar is well packaged prior to shipment. I sent this out to the buyer on June 11th. So he opened it up on June 10th. He made the claim that it was not working, whatever. And I sent this him in response to him, as you can see in the top there, June 11th, 2019. So I sent it back, and it says you accepted the return. I accepted the return that same day. It says, oh, we asked the buyer to ship the item back by July 17th. Wait until then. Today is July 17th. As you can see, what eBay said is you should wait until you get the item back before you refund the buyer. Please ensure that you issue a refund within 2 business days of the item being delivered. If the buyer does not send the item back by July 17th, we may close this return. And then again, it says reason, missing parts or pieces. And then the message again from the seller. As you can see, I accepted the return. Okay. I refresh the system on a daily basis to see if the item was shipped. Was never shipped. Return started, but the item was never shipped. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this here. The buyer may decide to change his mind. He probably said, well, you know what? I can keep the dongle, or he's used it as an excuse. Because, folks, I've sold many of these here. Okay, I'm not saying I sold thousands, but I sold many of them, with and without the dongle. I, for one, and I'm being upfront and honest, was not aware that there were 2 dongles. I didn't know that. I really didn't know. That's why I said I apologize. And I told him, if you're going to send it back, please return it with everything there. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I had a situation like that where I sold a printer. A person wanted to return the printer, and he kept my power cord. Now, I could have went out and easily bought a power cord. I didn't want it. I said, I need the power cord back, and the buyer was nice enough to send it back to me. He said, oh, I'm sorry, your messenger said you sent it back. You sent the printer back, but you didn't send the power cord with it. I need the power cord. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'll send it out. You don't have to worry about paying shipping, whatever. And he sent it back to me. Good buyer. Great buyer. Okay? So that's the end result with that part. So now, right now, I'm in limbo with this here. I don't know if he's going to send it out, but today is the 17th. So the way I understand it, if nothing is done today, I guess this officially be closed. Again, the buyer should at least got back to me and said, hey, excuse me, say, I'm sorry, I decided to keep it. You keep me in limbo here. I'm offering to set, I'm willfully accepting the item. As you can see here, return started. Okay? So this is what ends up happening. Okay? This is what ends up happening. All right? And as you can see, when the guitar was bought, it was, he requested it on July 10th. The item was actually, that's something else, I'm sorry. The item was actually purchased, I'm going all over the place here with this here. I think it was on July 7th, I think the person bought it. Yeah, I think it was July 7th. Yep, right here. Here it is, July 7th. So he got it, it was purchased. He received it probably July 9th or 10th, whatever. And that's it, I don't think any more, right? Yeah, that's the one with the thing there. So anyway, that's where we are with that. Okay, I'm in limbo with that. I don't know today if it doesn't happen. Hopefully he'll keep it. I'm hoping he does keep it, and that case will be closed. Now this one here, I want to show you. I want to get off of that one. I'm sorry. I thought I had these all arranged, and it's all discombobulated. This one here, the novelty hamburger, was purchased on July 9th. Okay. I messaged this buyer, I resent the invoice 2 or 3 times. Messaged the buyer twice. I don't have the actual message them. And still waiting on a return. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place with this here, guys. I'm sorry. I think that's based on what to show you. Anyway, yeah, I'm still waiting for this buyer. Now, if you see something here, look at this now. This is kind of odd. Look at this here. Check this out, folks. They knew. Now, I'm not upset. You see the sold date? July 9th, right? See, novelty hamburger. July 9th. Today is the 17th. Huh. And let's click one more over. Look at when they opened up. They started selling. It became a member. July 9th. Now look, I don't have a problem with people buying stuff. We've all been there. We're all new. We all started new. I mean, I started back in 1999. So I've been on eBay for 20 years, on and off. I know people are saying, well, for a person that's been over 20 years, you should have like 40, 50,000 items. eBay wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't even a thought. I talked about my story once before about that there. But in regards to my job, I was very stressful and stuff like that. You know, married, young kids and stuff like that. I didn't have time to worry about eBay. I was in the IT field, which is a very stressful job, and the last thing I was thinking about was selling stuff on eBay. Back then, when I did sell on there, it was few little items, and that was it. It was, you know, cut and dry. I didn't care for it too much. But yeah, that was the story about that. And the other thing I want to do is I want to take you to another window really quick, and then hopefully we can close this out. I just want to share this information with you guys out there. You know, I'm not here to, you know, barrage anybody or make derogative statements about the buyers or anything like that. I'm sure all the buyers are good. I just wish that they could change their method of buying around, and eBay would do something about it, step up to the plate and do something about it. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way, as far as in this case here anyway. So let me back out of here very quick, because I want to show you a screenshot of, well, actually, I could take you to the website of the eBay community, a little more about the Buy It Now and Best Offers. Okay, I want to share this with you guys really quick. This one here is buyers not paying for auctions and best offers. Just do Buy It Now only. Now, I tried this here, and to be honest with you, in some cases it works, in some cases it don't. All right. So for the most part, I don't know if you guys had an experience with this here. Again, if you want to share it with us, be greatly appreciated. You know, if by the way, if you want to read more about stuff like this, just go to the eBay community chat board. It's on their website, as you can see up here, https://community.ebay.com, or just type in eBay community and you can bring it up there, or just type in buyers with best offers or something like that. Buyers not paying for auctions, and it'll probably bring this window to you. Anyway, I know people are going to say, oh, this is old news. I know. Sometimes old news is good news, folks. Believe me. This came out 11/11/2017. And this person had put on the chat board. It goes on to say, not relatively new to eBay. Sold items for a few years ago and never had this problem. Started up a business and I'm trying to grow it. I've run into this issue of a non-paying buyers for at least 4 times in the last 2 months. Just recently during an auction, the winner contacts me saying PayPal stopped working. I'm confused. And now I've asked for a cancellation of the item since he has no intent to buy it. And he's just dropped off in the communication completely. Growling it, right? Goes on to say here, I accept the best offer on an item the second I see the email pop up. Just like me, that's exactly what I do. I'm always on top of this stuff. I respond and the item is sold for a good deal to the buyer. Payment doesn't get sent within the first day. So I wait 2 more days go by, and I am forced to open a non-payer case against them. Meanwhile, my item is tied up, and my time is money. So my question: should I just stick my items to Buy It Now only? I have it set for do it BIT. Okay, buy it then. All right, I guess we're buying now. Well, BIT, whatever that is. Okay, all these acronyms. It's immediate payment. Almost seems like foolproof of a way to guarantee payment. I don't have to deal with it. I know your item is listed at $400, but we'll take it for $50. I'll take $50 for it. It actually has actually happened. Then it goes on to say here, this is becoming so infuriating. eBay customer support does nothing really to help when this happens. Saying you must 8 or 11 days for the case. You should say you must wait. You must 8 or 11 days for the case to finish. And even then, I was unable to leave a negative feedback to warn other sellers that these buyers are just rip-offs. I'm so close to paying that small amount to start up a URL and make a website. Anyone else have been having this issue? I've had this issue. That's why I'm doing this video. Okay. Only one person replied. I was going to think about replying, but I said, you know what? Right now, I don't want to get into it. I got too many things I got to do. I can't have time to this here. But for you guys, if you are experienced and you want to go to eBay community chat board and you want to respond to these messages here, please do. I'm sure they probably want to get the feedback from you. This one here, same story. All right, buyers not paying for auctions, best offers just do Buy It Now only. I stopped offering the best offer on any of my auctions. Too many times I agreed to an offer and then the buyer never pays. That's what happened with me. That's what's happening with me, and it's frustrating. I don't like it. I really don't. I wish eBay could change that payment method there, the way they have that set up. It's not good. It says then I had to go through the trouble of opening up a resolution case and asking for a refund of my fees. Well, they automatically do that though. If it's open up a non-paying case like that, they're non-paying buyer or whatever, they will refund you the fees and they'll tell you can relist it again. Now this was done in 2018, so I'm sure everything's still in place. I never had that problem as far as that. They will refund the fees for me. I can't speak for this person here. So it says the last time I let it sit there, hoping the person would eventually get tired of being bugged by eBay and pay. It was about 3 weeks. It was a 3 weeks. Okay, I'm just looking at the. She just wrote. I'm not going to hit it correct, people. It was 3 weeks, and it was still pending. Took the hassle and plenty of additional time to get the credit, not refund, which I didn't actually get until the next billing cycle. And the best part is you aren't allowed to give the person negative feedback for not paying. Well, that's crazy. So that's the only problem like with eBay. They should have it both ways. If a buyer can leave a negative feedback for a seller, the seller should be able to leave a negative feedback for the buyer. That's where I draw the line with that. I think that's where eBay made a blunder with that. They should never taken that away from us as sellers, where we can't leave a negative feedback. That's not right. So anyway, it goes on to say in closing, eBay is all about coding the buyers, which is weird because the sellers are the ones making the money. Feedback for buyers should be totally done away with. It's pointless. I have to honestly say, in a way, it is in some cases. In some cases, it is. Let me back out of the screen, folks. But if you want to check this out, you can go to the eBay community chat here and you can check it out for yourself. Let me back out of here and we'll close this video out. Well, that concludes this video, folks. I hope you got a takeaway from it. I hope the information was helpful in some way. And if it was, please give it a thumbs up. And if you do like my videos and you do get a takeaway from them and you find the information helpful, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I put out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is July 17th, 2019. You're watching Let's Talk eBay. Have a great day. Until next time. Bye-bye.